What if soldiers from every era clashed in one massive battle? This is the dawn of a new age. Above the battlefield, a lone eagle flies, taking in the carnage below. In the distance, a World War II tank rumbles forward, its treads grinding into the dirt. Beside it, a Roman legion marches in formation, their shields emblazoned with the Roman numerals of their fallen comrades. Above them, medieval knights in steel armor charge into the fray, their swords flashing in the sunlight. Explosions thunder across the ruined city in the distance as soldiers from every era look around in confusion. A futuristic drone zooms overhead, its camera clicking away, recording the carnage for posterity. With a sudden roar, the battle begins. Soldiers from every era charge at one another in a storm of steel and fire. Who will win this clash of the titans? The eagle soars above the battlefield, watching as the fate of history hangs in the balance. Zoom into a brutal ground battle where Roman centurions lock shields against armored knights. Arrows rain from longbows as catapults hurl fiery stones across the field. The ground shakes when war elephants charge, slamming into cavalry lines. But it's the underdog story of the common foot soldiers who stand toe-to-toe with Roman infantry, hurling javelins and returning the arrows that make this battle an epic clash of old-world power against medieval steel. Trebuchets launch massive boulders that smash into WW2 trenches. The earth trembles as the first knight breaks through the shield wall, only to be met by a squadron of Roman cavalry. Swords clash against ancient bronze as the knights close in for the kill. But it's the clash of wills between two very different warriors that makes this battle one for the ages. Who will win? What if the deadliest battles of World War II were fought not just with tanks and planes, but also with knights on horseback? Here we go. The camera pans across a World War II battlefield. We see tanks rolling in, infantry storming enemy trenches, machine guns spitting fire into the sky. Knights on horseback charge forward, their swords flashing in the sun. But it's a losing battle. One by one, they're cut down by artillery shells. Still, some make it through to slash at the steel armor of the tanks. As the camera rises, we see smoke and gas fill the air. A German plane soars overhead, dropping bombs that send shockwaves across the ancient and medieval lines. The battlefield is unrecognizable. It's a hellish blend of gunpowder, fire, and steel. And in the end, it's a Pyrrhic victory for the Allies. They've won the battle, but at what cost? Soldiers of the future have arrived, but what are they here for? Drones swarm the battlefield, rip through the ancient lines, and lay waste to everything in their path. Giant mechs stomp forward, firing lasers from their visors that glow an eerie green. As more and more futuristic soldiers pour out of these portals, it becomes clear that this is an invasion force. The cavalry charges forward, trying to stop them, but they're too fast. The tanks open fire, but their cannons don't even scratch the surface. This is a full-scale assault on the capital. The king is in his throne room when suddenly the ground begins to shake. Looking out over the city, he sees the most terrifying sight imaginable. An army of the future with glowing visors marching on his capital. What will the king do? Will he stand and fight or flee for his life? You decide. The battlefield burns. Forests and cities fall. Flags from Rome and medieval kingdoms, 20th century and futuristic empires, all burn. The world is shown from above, laid out like a map. History is being destroyed in fire and smoke. There's a silence in the air, broken only by the crackling of flames and the distant sound of explosions. It feels like the whole world is watching, holding its breath as it burns away. This isn't just a war, this is a massacre. Entire cities are being wiped off the face of the earth, reduced to ashes in a matter of seconds. The very ground beneath our feet is shaking with the force of the blast. We need to get out of here, now. As the bombs fall and the fires rage, we can only hope that this nightmare will end soon. But deep down, we know that this is just the beginning. This is a story about survival. A story about humanity's greatest strength, its ability to endure and adapt. Even when faced with the most unimaginable horrors, hope remains.